right, testing 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Vertical Live, getting with the kids. Gotta do what the kids are doing. Okay, I'm excited because it seems to have worked without any major issues. Just gonna see how it goes. Yep. We'll figure out how to do comments later, but for now I am just gonna let this run and work a bit on this template. So yeah, welcome. We just joined. Now, first step. The panning on this is not ideal, so let's just get everything center for now. And while we're at it, let's get a mono, one of my mono style devices on the premaster. And I'm going to just map that to the letter M. Sorry, key map that to the letter M. So if I hit M, then it goes in and out of mono. Okay, so let's mix it in mono and see how that kind of starts. We'll see how it goes. I did a stream on Friday, but it was a bit of a disaster because my network went to shite. So it's a cool little piece of music, this. It's one thing I want to test out though, okay? I'm going to test out how this MIDI to audio conversion works out. So let's get rid of the library, stop all clips, and I'm going to just right click on keys and say convert harmony to new MIDI track. These keys I record in the piano behind me, but I run it as audio. So I actually record the audio. You can see here, this is an audio file, not MIDI, which isn't very useful if you want to change the sound. So one of the things I've got to figure out with the routing behind me is how to change the sound from MIDI, from audio to MIDI. I think it's as simple as just plugging a MIDI device cable into the X-Station, which let's actually just do another little experiment while we're here. Alstom Vert. There we go. We've got a roaming camera. Whoop-de-doo. You can see my garage layer. Okay. So we've got an X-Station back there. Whoa, flashing it. What? Why is it flashing? Whatever. Looks cool. There's an X-Station synth over there. And I've got one open port at the back because it's quite cool. It's got two inputs for MIDI. So I can take the MIDI output of that stage piano, which is over there, and stick it in the back of the X-Station, and we should have some cool MIDI in the next template. And we're in an upcoming template, and yeah, if you're into finding out about that process, I've just put out a free post on Patreon describing what I'm calling marginal, or what is called marginal gains. Okay, one little small improvement at a time. Okay, dudes. Other problem I got to solve now is figuring out how to do vertical live, but with comments. So this is the first time I'm doing vertical live. This is like the very first stream, and I've got to figure out how to get the comments showing in. Maybe it does it automatically. I don't know. I'm old. Okay, so here is the. Let's find just the basic keyboard synth. So I'm going to just load up an e-piano. Ableton Instruments has that. Electric is just a standard piano sound, and listen to how horrible this is going to sound. Not too bad. I like the way it sounds a little bit computery, actually. Let's see if we can make that work, shall we? That's the whole sample. Let's stick a beat repeat on there for fun. So if you just joined or whatever, I am doing I'm remixing one of my own tracks, basically. I released these templates. What you see in front of you, these 8 tracks over here, they were all released via my Patreon, and literally I haven't touched it. I've just opened it up now. So this is what you get out of the box with one of these template packs. Just give me a second. You want to like make this your own. You want to remix it. You want to do something different with it. Then you download the template and you just kind of go crazy and just, whatever, put your vocals on it. Or it's cool. The stereo. Cool. Yeah, it's a nice little beat, and all the samples are included, so there's like no missing songs, missing samples or dependencies or anything like that. what I want to do now is turn this into an actual track so that I can release it via my page, my Creative Commons music page on Free Music Archive, which is quite exciting. I've got like almost 1 million plays. Yeah, on Free Music Archive. What do you get for it? A kick in the nuts. But it's good. It's given me a lot of exposure. So now, first step I'm going to do is let's turn key map off, solo that, and just listen to this with a beat repeat on it. So yeah, that's quite cool. So let's turn off the keys and make this a little less predictable. One easy way to do that is to just add another beat repeat, basically. And the second beat repeat I'm adding, I'm just going to go ahead and not save it. That's the wrong move. Hot swap it and just add a different plugin, a different preset, basically. So here it is again. It's still going da 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 da, so I'm going to turn the variation up to like 8, whatever max. Turn the chance down. Let's get something different sounding. Okay, I don't like that typical beat repeat sound that you get, like you can hear it a mile away. It's like, oh, that's Ableton. You want to sort of make it sound like it's something a bit different, right? So turn pitch decay down, let's leave the second one's grid quite fine, and the first one's grid a bit more basic. So the first one chops it into big chunks, and the second one chops it into smaller chunks. Let's get this low. No, I don't like it. That sounds like like it oversampled, and the pitch is wrong. Let's turn the pitch off. Let's turn that. As you can't see it, I'm just gonna fold it away so you can see it. That's quite cool. I like this. Let's just try it with the filter down a bit. We haven't even touched the reverb yet. This is good. Let's see if there's a chance element on the new hybrid reverb. I want to really get this is a good process for me, man, because I write these templates in this kind of live situation behind me, and you can check my live streams if you want to see what that's like. But now that I've exported it from my live laptop as this kind of portable template, and I'm importing it into my studio machine where I've got a lot more tools and things, it's like starting from something other than scratch. It's a good process. Like I can just dive in right now. It feels exciting. I'm motivated, which, as you know, is what it's all about. It's about having motivation and making it easy, basically. Okay, so what I want to do here is, let's see. Let's pack that away and pack that away. What I want to do is use this hybrid reverb, but I want a chance element to play back during this. So we've got chance elements on the notes themselves, but I don't know if you've got the ability to say, for example, hybrid reverb. Is there a chance element on this? Pre-delay sync, sound decay. This is also quite cool if you ever looking at a device and you see the GUI here and you're like, okay, there's a lot of stuff like packed away and folded behind other stuff and options like hidden. You can get a complete list of the editable parameters by looking at the envelope. So you navigate to the envelope of that device and you will see all of the editable parameters. Another thing I want to do, I've started on Friday actually, just messing around with Max for Live yesterday. I've done stuff with VCV Rack and Audio Mulch before, so it's not like new, but yeah, creating devices that make your life easier, that you can actually, program yourself. That's the way. Okay, let's just see here. Let's just take dry wet, for example, and if I select that all and then say, so that's the shimmer amount, so to speak, 50%. Let's take it to 0. And then I want to select the entire envelope and draw a noise waveform. That's not it. No, I want to draw man, why no noise waveform? Unlucky. It would be cool to have a random selection. So for example, if I just put little spikes in here, see, that's cool. let's take the size of that amount down. Now turn off the click. It's quite a cool effect, this. I like it. So this is by starting with a piano sample. As you can hear, this is the piano sample. Sorry, here is the piano sample over here. Let's try it again. This is part of the piano sample being played here. Gilp, what's up, dude? If I downloaded this, I will make it sound 100% more high quality and professional. Nice to see you, bro. Well, you know where to find it. Step into my spider web. Step into the honeypot called Patreon. For $6 a month, you will get access to this and all of the templates in this style and more, etc. Yeah, and it's got a long way to go. I'm a starter. I make the music and I come up with ideas, and then I lose patience, you know, like in the finishing process. And that's one of the reasons I'm releasing the packs sort of as starter packs, starter tracks as I call them. Go ahead, become a patron. I'd love you to be there. You are an asset to this community called me. There's a long way to go. You're right. So let's try something here. Yeah, it's got something. I mean, I can use that. Now, another little feature that I haven't used a lot of. I don't know why I haven't done this before, but Max for Live comes bundled in with Ableton Live 11 Plus. So I haven't been using it. I'm a bit reluctant to open it up now. I'm going to test it out first because I'm live. But yeah, I expect to see a bit more use of Max in the coming streams. So why don't we find out where this little loop over here. Solo, obey me, machine. Why is it not soloing? I think my keyboard stopped. Yeah, it has. Cool. So let's get back here. I think I've got to replace batteries or something. Okay. Cool. There's another problem I'm facing. This is just a short little stream today. I'm gonna not be around for too much longer. Damn, man, my keyboard's fucking out. There we go, cool. Capital M, okay. Cool. Okay, that's the pre and this is the post. Yeah. So it kind of goes. That's just like pre and post. What this needs is more gaps. It's too much. I don't want to do like manual. It's cool. All right, it's good. It's been a good start. Then let's turn that into an ongoing loop like that. Because this is the same loop 4 times. Okay, so let's treat that. Yeah, just in terms of panning and all of that too. This, I mean, for starters, this is a completely VST-free project. I mean, obviously it's easy to make things sound good if you slap mastering plugins on them, but I haven't done that because the templates I release are zero dependency. So it's supposed to sound a little bit raw. Now I'm going to just see how good I can get it before I start going down the road of mixing properly and mastering. I'm almost tempted to like mess around with it a bit too much. Mess around with it. Let's see. Let's just feel it out. One thing I can do is just a basic little there's a lot going on in the high end. I'm literally just going to drop everything over 10K. This is cool too. You can do like little moments where you sample out just the high mids or whatever like that, or just mute the, screw around with this type of stuff. But like I did in the Cyberpunk album, I did a lot of this kind of like multi-band muting. Okay. So other thing is, this is currently just a part. Really, it's a loop. So I'm going to just screw around with taking, say, for example, let's leave the beat out of it for now. I'm going to take the audio from the X-Station, which is this sound of here. That's audio, and that's the synth, the high synth and the bass. And then let's turn. Okay, that's still too much now. Let's okay, let's take that down an octave and just play the first 4 bars. So we're cutting all of these loops in half, basically. I'm going to play the first 2 bars of this bass. Okay, that's cool. I don't like this little zip up at the end here. It's supposed to come in like da, 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 da. Not even there. This is a bit late. Nice, it's come on a bit late. Let's try something else. I'm going to drop this down an octave. So let's do a pitch transpose of -12. Something's gone wrong. We haven't heard the drop. Not transpose, 12 cents. That's cool. It's got, you can hear the noise a little bit better, but okay. This bass could obviously also sound a lot better. Yeah, so let's work on, over the coming days, I'm going to work on using FKJ as a musical reference and the production style as a musical reference, and then just beefing up all of these sounds, basically beefing it all up so that it's like, it sounds like a decent production. And not limiting myself to like zero dependency stuff. So this is like where I fork my own project and turn it into like something that's more polished, and then release that, you know, to the Creative Commons community like I do with all my music. See where it goes, see what happens, and that will be the MO going forward. So now for another couple minutes, I'm just going to screw around with sounds and seeing. This is a new process for me, basically remixing myself, and also vertical live. So I've got a lot of stuff going on in my head right now. So yeah, watch and be part of it and enjoy. That can also be changed. Okay, this bass sound, let's hear, how does it sound dry? You can actually hear the hum, which is not really what you want. So let's take that bass and do the same as what we did with the keys and just slice melody to new MIDI track. That's going to analyze the whole clip. And now we should have, let's get a nice bass sound. Okay, let's see. My stuff, bus bass, we've got all those basses. Bite size bass. What do we got here? Oh, it actually already gives you one. Let's just hear how that sounds. Sounds quite generic. Da, 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 da. Let's just hear it anyway. It's always good to just preview it in the mix, you know, just in case you got So like I said, I'm going to be using FKJ as a musical reference because that is, like one of the styles I'm being influenced by at the moment, and it's really good. The stuff's really good. So I'll have to get some FKJ music in here and just listen to it basically on repeat. That's good. I like this sound, except it's too low. Let's take it up. That's it, yeah. Okay, not the woo-woo-woo sound. This is very likely going to be like one of the sounds I start to develop. There's a big break in the middle there. This works quite well as a bass, I think. At least it's got the seed of a good bass. Let's just also get that to quantize. Okay, now this wiggle, also not really ideal. Let's turn it back to MIDI, and we'll see how that sounds. Okay, we don't actually have the MIDI. We don't have a synth loaded up at the moment, so I'm going to find a decent synth. Let's get into, let's save this. I'm going to just save it as a fork so that we can keep the original for any reason. I'm going to release this album called F***ing Cool Jazz. FKJ. With K on the cool. I think that's the name of this new collection I'm making. Alright. Yeah, so let's screw around with Contact. I just want to, before I go, let's just get Contact out and see what happens. So I'm going to stick Contact on the synth. Yeah, on the MIDI channel. I can't fit everything on a vertical live stream, unfortunately, so you're just going to have to use a little bit of imagination. My face has gone white because the Contact load screen is like hexadecimal value Fs all the way from here to the other outer planets. And I'm looking for a badass synth. Maybe Reactor is a better place to look, hey? Yeah, all of this stuff is very kind of orchestral. Modular Icons has got some cool stuff. Lo-Fi Glow, pretty niche. Forzo Drum Lab. All this stuff is very, it's either too ambient or not really sharp enough. So let's get Reactor out. Reactor 6. This is like newish terrain for me. Usually I use Native Instruments more in Reaper, but let's also turn that off. I don't want to see that. Okay, cool. Contour is not a bad start, but let's look for something a little bit more sparky. Okay, I've got Spark open. I'm going to have to just move aside because I can't actually see what I'm doing here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. That's kind of a nice sounding patch. It's very high pitch though. Very digital. So at this point what I would do is just listen to some FKJ, find out what timbre the patch that I'm looking for is, and then just kind of emulate it a little bit. That's the way to go, I think. Okay, cool. We got something there. Now we're just going to bring these beats back in just to get a feel. Let's get the vocals in there too. Then about the synth. Let's see. Okay, 3, 4. This is not like lazy enough. 1, 2, dun 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 dun. This needs to have a little bit of groove to it, this bass. So I'm going to just open it up again and make sure we got a groove in here. Open up the groove panel on the left and see what you can find. I think I had this hip-hop lazy vibe. That's it, yeah, a little bit of swing. Seems like it's starting in the wrong place. Dun, 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 dun. Or this beat is a little bit out. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, we'll get there. It's cool. We'll kill the vocals for now. What's out? That's definitely out. Where's me? D. Let's get that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, and the trebles, triplets. 1/16 triplet. Okay, and take this down. I like that actually. Why don't we also just strip this out? I'm going to delete that and just double that up. So 2. That's a nice little rhythm here. I think this it might be a bit fancy rhythm-wise. I see what's going on here. Everything's just a little bit out, huh? That's cool. How about this? This needs to be in. And then up there. Cool, just quantizing some stuff. Okay, and then we get the groove pull open and make sure we got the same groove for this one as the previous one. One, two, da-da. This doesn't work. Just da-da. That's out. Just quantizing here. This can just be duplicated now. That's a cool little rhythm there, huh? I love wonky beats. I did like a wonky lo-fi album a couple of years ago. A wonky lo-fi Christmas album, which you can check in my feed somewhere. Buried it 3 years ago. Cool, this is a little bit wonky and I like that. The bass is sounding more like a bass should. Couple of gains today, people. I have initiated vertical live streaming. Let's see what the results of that are. I have started cracking on with a new album, I guess, Effing Cool Jazz, and then also this new process of remixing your own templates, basically. If you want access to this, go check out the link, Patreon stuff. The templates that I release are all available for patrons, $6 a month, and you get everything. And it helps fund my work, which is super rad. Thank you. Cool. Just want people to have good free music, basically. That's what's at the heart of this all, is like so many videos are just, it's just the same. It's not shitty. I mean, it's really good music. It's pretty well produced and all that, but it's just not very imaginative, and This is the problem I'm trying to solve. This is the audience I seek to serve, you could call it. Okay, this is a start. I mean, it's very sparse. You can hear there's not much going on, really. I'm going to white track this. That means I send it to the graveyard. And I'll work on the other one later. Now let's hear that again with the new sampled, or should I say resampled electric piano. So much better. I've got to clean up this sample a little bit. This okay, stream's starting to crack up, of course, but for now that's it. Thanks very much, dudes. I will see you again at the next stream ASAP. This has been a sit-down production vertical live stream. I'm gonna see you again. All right, peace out, homies. Let me find the off switch. Take it easy.